split, there's a lot of opportunities to smother your
And for
opponents.
the pistol from Zeta with 4-person
Zeta's a
push
team that has
down.
done a great job of dodging some of that,
With a smoke over towards B, which is one of the weirdest smokes I've ever seen. Look at it.
Look at the sewers push, though.
Timing just a hair off there, Izu.
3-person push behind over towards A. 1-person clearing B.
Ready to come through.
We've got no sentinel to give him any info about this, and Shota's done enough here. But you would imagine they can get 2.
Now Depp arriving, the shot connecting. Swing onto the corner, finds the headshot. Meteor going to be taken down. 2 players now remaining.
Yeah, looking good for a pistol here.
Planted back sight. Izu trying desperately to take some space, but I don't think he's going to be ready for clues. But okay, instantly readjusts, gets a headshot. Now is all on his lonesome with just that frenzy in hand. Shota holding things down here at Heaven. Knows that he's already got some damage in and will be able to find the headshot through the box.
It's a nice pistol from them. It's just a straight 4-1. They're always
here on split and find their first
got a high success rate on defense.
Yeah, I love this call from Zeta.
Dude,
just
prioritizing the Yoru ult on defense.
There from Zeta. Great pistol round, great ideas.
Well, looking for the heavy push out of garage. Nothing really going to be seen there, but
dude, they got some mad stuff going
pushing up into Ramen.
Super aggro push B with a smoke that covers this as well. Great pressure that they could have gone all the way to spawn. You force him into the judge in middle.
For Buzz.
Oh no.
You can definitely tell the Zeta have been working.
Just collateral damage.
This is a Sylvan smoke. This one?
And well, yep. Not much to be done
I'm
here.
not sure you want to do that smoke.
Stacks even taken down by 25. He'll slowly push up to his demise. As we'll see if Sylvan can do anything to try to find a kill here. Drag off of that orb.
Yeah, take the freebie. Gets a ghost.
Stopping it from being a flawless.
Smoke to block vision. Creates pressure that he might get over towards back of sight.
Already the reposition. Shota here on the corner. Depp out a little bit wider, and this should be Sylvan absolutely dead to rights.
Okay, very nice.
So far, some really good reads, and they're sending here's some of that util crunch.
Yeah, looking for this crunch once again out of garage, and XDL's going to be able to come away with 1. Stacks taken down because the flashes. No one's dead. Somehow
Izu took the TP behind them.
Trying to TP in behind him.
Yeah, Clues is able to go ahead.
What a
and
lunatic as well. Dude, Zeta kind of on for this though. Apart from this duel is everything.
Looks for the transfer.
No,
Meteor is there.
That's so devastating from Zeta. Buzz has done a lot
his
here.
life. Sugar Zero though. Last one standing. Looking to be the hero. Spike, however, in all this chaos, was still outside by Ramen. Now is picked up. Buzz an idea of Sugar Zero's relative position. What choice does he make?
I would guess A. Sugar Zero seemingly has a decent idea.
Wants to at least peek back in his stairs. The question is, does he continue on the drift?
He's gonna be a lot closer than
very solid read.
Buzz is gonna think.
His way across. Buzz going down the ramp, scouting out every single angle. Looks like Sugar Zero will just split the difference, wait and spawn, and then try to play out for the clutch here. But he's got a full kit. Paranoia, 2 smokes. Everything in the kitchen sink available for him as Buzz going to be sending the last vestiges of his util. Just to try to make sure that he's not going to be immediately encroached upon.
Zero has a flash still as well.
Spike now in play. Buzz is going to be sat behind the screen here at backside. Sugar Zero swinging around. As spot out. The shots do not connect.
That's a flash there? I'm not sure. I'd have to watch that back. Maybe Death's flash was good.
Let's use the boom bot to make sure that we're not going to get smothered outside of garage.
Just count people that can buy next. We got 4 that can't. We got 4 that can't. So
spawning out Shota there.
1 on each team that can buy next rounds. Important rounds.
Stealth drone saw nothing. So that negative information should allow
Tried
Zeta
to create pressure over towards middle,
the other side of the map.
But they held on to the info the whole time, even though this is smoked off.
Make the rotations a little bit quicker, potentially. Haunt as well, in towards the ropes. Let's see what Shota can do up.
Okay, second go at it. Tried to force through the Viper smoke.
It was going to be XCL's kill, but yeah, Shota able to go ahead and find Izu. Player advantage once again here for the side of Zeta. Take it on TP, but given Dep's position,
Yeah, it's
no one
so hard
involved
for
this
them
at
to
all.
get through the choke now. They got to wait for Buzz to send it.
Considers swinging out a little bit more greedily. He's ready for it. Strikes, and he
No
manages to
way,
find
killed
two.
Meteor
gonna take it
fast.
down. Through Buzz, the headshot, connecting the reface from Stacks. And
Really,
that is
really
just gonna be
nice
an
from
See how Zeta wants to utilize that.
the one
Little bit of
hero gun
spam,
is a
Trying
stinger.
to keep
That's
Meteor
it.
from going for those lurks. Something Zeta's been doing a good job of is making sure that anything going on behind that toxic screen is accounted for.
Oh.
Big push.
Dep's able to get out.
I still like this. This fourth through mid is pretty good.
Spam there. Maybe minor
Beta,
connections into that.
TP, flash, send.
Overall, not too much damage suffered here from the side of T1. I mean, Buzz is
In
just
reaction to
98.
losing Meteor, they got to get info,
It's
and they
dimensional
were
drift
getting
used from
info
Dep.
by jiggling over towards B
Forward
main
spotting out a
alt.
couple different players. The
Oh.
salvo is going to be let loose, and he's just going to let her rip.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
He just jumps out of the ultimate, immediately finds Izu. Picks in the pieces. Another player advantage. Nice and early here from the side of Zeta.
It's a good combo, good coordination.
Wall falling, Buzz out into the open. First get taken down. Steps able to come away with 3. Meteor, Sylvan want to pop. But that's all on Sylvan. Weapon recovered. Some noise made. Picks up the spike. Now he's going to be thinking about his options. Slowly drifting down right here into
a great peek
XDL's
from him.
hands.
Pretty decently. This may be your opportunity, though. They seem to have found the weak side of the map. Well, not on that side.
Yeah, I like this
Dep
from
is,
Zeta.
he's
though.
found
Every
Meteor.
single time they're changing it up.
11 and 2. Something to that
This is the
effect
first
as
time
far
we
as the
see
kills are
any
concerned.
kind of A aggression from them.
Kinda on one right now.
Yeah, and okay. Oh, this time Izu able to just go ahead, come away with that elimination. It looked like Sugar Zero is perfectly ready for it, but still ends up getting punished. Dep, however, still nearby. Takes
how's
a
he
quick
alive?
little hop to the left. I was gonna say, and then a step to the right, but he's still going left.
He's gonna do the top. Yep.
Push the smoke. Buzz. Wow. Continuing to look rather snappy. Gets that kill quickly.
That's a ball play from him.
Pivots away. Double drop out. Buzz holding
And
his
Buzz
ground.
is doing
Finding
work.
first. Stacks. Covers the rope. Fake out. Just
It's a shame because I like
sake
the
of
idea from
clearing
Zeta. I thought it was cool little A
Dep
push.
now. 46 HP.
Change it up,
Just
but
trying to
the
see if
reaction
he can
from
find anything
T1
else.
was pretty
Spots
good.
out a gun barrel, and he'll get the kill
And
on the Stacks.
honestly,
Yeah, this is
Operator in hand. And
Oh my
ooh, some free fire.
dude,
Connects
the
with a
Dink's
shot.
done like no
Operator now
damage.
very much going to be known. As gate
Big
crashes.
jewel on A heaven.
Going their separate
go.
ways.
Who's next?
Mask is on though, dimensional drift. Just going to spot him out. Quick little exit there from Dep. The Nightfall going to confirm that the rest of the
trying to
site is
combo with
opened
the
up now.
Fatal.
Sights just have to be turned over towards heaven as Meteor trying to go for a timing
Okay,
through the
another
wall.
round where they
Getting
get the
cut
first
down,
pick,
Sugar
but they
Zero.
lose a sight.
A nice little linger, a nice lurk down the ramp.
Keep an eye on Buzz going around the
Similarly,
world
could be
here
using
as
the
well.
dimensional drift, another one built up here for him.
It's a very late luck, but Sugar Zero is really on top of this. Oh my goodness, look at the patience from Sugar Zero. That's wild.
They find the punish is now Sylvan.
Like an
TP's
actual
over
turret,
the bottom of stairs,
waiting
and
for
Clues
this.
has heard everything. Flawless from Zeta. Drop around.
Yeah, and
Not
this
plussed
was
by it.
lovely to watch as well.
this is just
super
really
aware
nice,
of this.
really nice flood
This is a
retake
big win.
there. Gonna use the pit.
2 ults used,
to
force
lock
him down to
mid
an
on this
eco.
round against an eco.
Can now try to get
Buzz
the
does have
money
a
better,
judge,
even though the
Meteor with a
money's kind of
rifle.
out of control
Has a
already.
pit of his own if they can get to it.
Yeah, the off is gone. Turn to the flash. Spot of the one, and quite a bit of damage dealt there. As Dep narrowly escapes 2 HP.
Dude,
remaining on him.
any
XDL
other
gonna be able
gun
to
than a
find
judge there, that's a
elimination.
kill.
Buzz gets taken down, but the trade is
2
swift.
HP.
And Meteor just lobbing in the bite.
Just strolled
Finds
into the
Dep
side
over
of
its
it.
screens, just not ready for what was about to hit him, and now the pit is going to be in play. 4v3, T1. Similarly, not really skipping a beat here and shrug off the loss in the previous round. Get themselves firmly in control.
Do have the Armageddon. Try to clear the pit.
I don't think he used this ult. I think he just accept it.
See if they want to invest it.
Izu just setting up the fake out. Sees to try to hold him in position, and Izu playing off the back of that. As it's all down to Clues, and he will.
Torturing you for years, so I suppose.
Well, you do dad jokes. That's just grammar.
Ah, fair enough.
Okay,
But
going for a straight
it's
up
still kinda-
A
yeah,
hit
kinda
again.
cringe.
And they're
Yes. Oh,
expecting
no,
to
it
be
was.
playing
I'm
pretty much in this
already
area
hating
close.
myself.
see, I know, but No, I want you to start embracing the cringe. We need you to, you know, you're getting up there in age 2 eventually.
Well, slowed up, but not
Oh, this
dissuaded.
is nice because I think they just cleared here. Dude, this was big from Sugar Zero. This just got cleared by a Prowler and then he TP'd into it after the Prowler. But they didn't check the corner.
Open on the site. Plan can now come in.
Spike planted.
Just quick reactions from T1. Gun skill. We'll buy them a little time. He's doing a great pop.
Oh my god, I thought he was dead.
That's a repeat of that. That's a double take. Thinking that he
Oh.
had the kill, and Meteor does end up getting caught completely unawares.
No
Izu
way.
now going to be fully flashed up. Still just staying in place.
No
Tries
way,
to
what's
turn
going on,
back.
man?
Depp ends up catching himself with a Phantom. Here at Garage, not something that we see
Yeah, this is
very
what I thought was
often.
going to start happening.
I believe,
They were winning all the
unfortunately,
rounds where they were
that's,
going
one of the players
proactive,
that
so
had a rifle
it
in
makes
hand.
sense that they want to
Stacks.
start doing it again.
Stuck into the corner there at Sewers, is able to swiftly tuck back. Zeta players cognizant where if they swing in any deeper, they're very much exposed. Anybody over at Robin, so they decide to back away. Site open up a bit more. Stacks on a complete and utter island at the moment on the opposite side of the map. Could go for a hell of a flank, but I don't think it's going to be the most necessary as Izu finds Shota. Depp picks up one, but now he's all on his lonesome. Just that sheriff in hand, down to half HP.
Depp's laughing about something.
He does have a
dude.
vandal.
Just laughing to
I think
himself.
he's just laughing and accepting his fate. He's like, yeah, this is
is
not
fun,
where I
but-
want to be.
Yeah.
Buzz, yeah, buzzes look great. Buzzes look really, really good. And Buzz is
Damage
so
there to the
fine to
corner.
just die here and
Finds
get
one.
the ult.
Zax eventually will be able to get
Speaking of
involved.
ults, they got a lot of ults for T1.
And has
They
us
can
now
kinda
tied up.
Actually, sometimes Stacks kind of tries to sell fakes by himself, tries to do stuff on his own to keep his opponents off guard. And this will make things
Your ult fake
bit
over
easier.
towards
Sota's
B,
just
but then takes the
having
TP
none
and
of
actually
that.
splits A.
Dimensional
Right?
drift, just TP back across
Not
here
even a
towards
split,
the A
just straight
site.
up sight.
I like
Out,
this.
but
Try and
he's running
move
out of
them
time.
over
Won't be able to
towards
fully check over
middle
towards screens.
so they go to heaven.
Salvos
This is a nice
delayed the
strat
approach
though,
of the rest of the
to
squad.
be
Does
honest.
work a treat for now.
Trying to manipulate the
kinda locked in
rotate from
position.
middle so that this is weaker and then you have the lark
Little
late.
approach
Oh,
down
this
through
is
ramp.
cool.
And Meteor creeping his way through, up through heaven as Buzz able to find one, plants his feet. He's going to take it down. Step strikes in from behind. Shota. Ooh, I think an elbow
Ooh.
should have been spotted there by Meteor, but he hears the footsteps. He's able to swing back.
Yeah, it's gonna
Blue's
stay
now gonna
alive
take
now.
it down, and this is going to make Zeta constantly having to look over their shoulders. So the call's
Also, I think they played off the fact that they did a lot of like
realize the time is going to be ticking.
these splits with your ult at
Now back over
Bangkok.
towards the site. Paranoia.
They
connecting
added
on
a
Sylvan.
new all
Safe
round
behind
in.
the screen. The flash is out.
Dude,
the drop
look at
down
this
as
flash.
they all line up. They're all whittled
Look
away
at that flash, man. It's a lovely
Sylvan will
flash,
pick up
flash
two
from
in
Izu.
T1.
This was just a lovely round in general,
Lock
to be
in
honest. Everything was
6
sick, yeah.
rounds.
In the half.
Potential
Commit resources towards him, flesh him
going
out.
for it.
Yep.
Dimensional drift just spotting onto
it's
one,
stunned,
but now
Stacks
Yeah,
knows.
and
now
there's
sees
two
the
here.
second.
You gotta
Salvo's
bail.
going to be sent, just further disrupting. And they actually try to get a punish off of this. It's just a stinger, so yeah. Depp just jump away.
What a read. Good stuff from Stacks there. That's just them kind of remembering that something like that is very possible.
I mean, yeah, it's like a go-to defense
Yoru.
strat these days.
Oh, Sugar
The
Zero
2024K Corp one.
does have the half armor. Izu not catching a glimpse of anything there. He gets ready, sends it the flash, and just goes ahead, TP's back over towards the spawn, joining with the rest of the team. Just
Yeah,
trying to
it's an
keep some
empty
interest
side again.
on that B side of the map. For now, there's 3 players still remaining
Buzz
here
is
for
probably
Zeta
going to ult
Division.
and get nothing for it, but other than space.
Onto side, spotting nothing, showstopper to further clear the way. Clues trying to win out this war.
What a
Does so,
lovely
finds
shot.
the headshot. XDL ends up getting taken down. Second shot from Izu, unable to connect.
Dude, everyone can get one
Launches
shot
out
from
everything
this.
though. Salvo's the stun, neither connecting. He's able to find the shot. As he's out, triple approach, getting ready to come through from screens. Shota leads the charge.
Oh.
Sugar Zero
Hold
in
up.
behind him with Vandal in hand, comes
Hold
over
up.
the kill. Shota recovers
Actually
the
has to
Phantom.
one-shot everyone.
Immediately puts down Stacks and
It's
the
at
fuse now
least
getting ready
half.
to come in.
Oh, they didn't stick?
The tap. Looking for the spray, but not being found. The smoke dissipating, but there's another one to obfuscate, and it's going
This
to be
is
tied up
teammate
once
smoke
again.
as well.
6
Dude, they
to
got
6.
6 against a double
As Zeta
duelist.
closes
This is
up the
not too
last
bad.
round of the half.
It could have been a lot
Yeah,
better
man.
considering the start. It was like 5-1
Some
at
really
one
cool
point, right?
ideas. I thought this round
4-1.
was looking pretty good for T1. They
0 for
The
Pistol.
improvement.
Just move the goalposts real quick here.
It's a little one-way.
Good
Sylvan.
flash.
Sucker backside, sends the paranoia, isn't trusting in the fake. Denies the TP.
Yeah, dude,
And
he's
that
done
completely
really good here.
just stops
Shut
the push.
down everything.
Beautiful play
Now they
from
gotta have a
Sylvan.
backup plan.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, we didn't think about that.
So good. With his understanding of utility and timings, he's got such great smokes. Immediately sending one out. Why is that?
Ooh,
Ooh,
Buzz.
Buzz.
Playing a very dangerous game.
But they're fully committing over to the A side of the map, just anticipating that the
Okay,
rotate
T1
was
thinking
that
they were going to
direction,
group
but
up over towards
they've
A.
actually
They
guessed
did
incorrectly.
just
It
do
was
a
that
fade eye
Oh,
and
Meteor,
spotted
what is
nothing.
that quick turn? Able to find
And
Shota, but then
Sylvan is in
get
a
traded
lot
out.
of trouble.
the previous damage on a Buzz. Yep, makes for an easy target. He ends up getting taken down. Sylvan, bit too wild with the
Yeah,
shots.
he had to
cannot
somehow
clean
kill
one up.
2.
30 seconds left.
Now a
Dude,
4v2.
they get a double pistol here unless something mad
Zeta
happens.
division looking to do just that. A 2-0 close out on the pistols would be enormous for them, taking that first step here on the attack side. Stacks, not sure which way to look. And Depp cuts him down to size.
Okay, really,
Lose
really
with
give a
the sheriff.
shorty. One
Pretty
satchel.
aggressive off the rip is Izu. Orb grab, okay. Yeah, you clipped one classic bullet into him.
Toxins going up.
Izu playing very far forward for just having a classic.
Yeah, but they know.
Very much wary of it, and now it's confirmed. Sends out a flash that does allow him to escape.
Okay, meanwhile while this is going on, we had a drone that went all the way over towards B heaven.
Might be getting some decent info off the back of this. Stacks. Hello.
Yeah, this is still nice from Zeta though. You got a human drone that we're watching right now, trying to do some chaos and trying to give him info, or just win the round solo.
Just desperately trying to close the gap between him and the vent to be able to get that shorty in a
And
position.
then everyone else grouped together, making sure
Damn,
that
Clues.
if they do push, there's loads of people
Very
to make sure
slow
they can.
first half for him. Now looking incredibly clean. Timing is going to be
To make
found.
sure they
Meteor able
can't
to go
get
ahead
any
and pick
guns.
him apart.
Last player
But
standing.
is instantly dealt with. And Sylvan now still making his way over. We'll look to see if he can find any
And
additional
at the same
damage.
time,
Zeta
they're one away from a Yoriel.
looking damn clean here in
Yeah,
this
that's looking
anti-eco.
really
Yeah.
nice.
That was some snappy stuff from Clues. That's the ghosts too. You didn't even have to really get the rifles involved. Keep those nice and safe. Ghost on the ground for Sylvan. Depp doesn't mind dying.
He still might not. Spoken in prod, he's looking for it, and he continues to take him lower and lower, and Sylvan's getting further and further away from the spike. What's the plan here?
Trying to die on the other side, but
Gonna try to reroute, but it's gonna be a charge for XDL instead.
a lot of phantoms for
He
T1.
literally,
Only Vandal is actually going to be Izu.
he literally could just
See what they can do.
wait for your next buy round.
Tuck into the corner.
Double swing out,
Yeah,
no
so-
one
Man,
faces.
quite a bit of damage. Maybe Depp has been
Okay, but they at least
studying
create the
the
pressure that they
Stinger
might be
University
taking the
G2.
ult.
Quite a bit of
So
damage
this
at
is
range
nice.
as Sylvan falls down to
Drone
6
goes
or
in,
7.
Viper needs to
The
shoot
regen
this.
armor, get a little
Uh-oh.
bit back. Buzz quickly, just gonna look to reposition.
How much for lessons from Jonah P, the professor?
I don't know.
Stingers.
So it's kind of nice. Pressure. They haven't full created the actual like
But
pressure deep mid at the moment,
A
but
site left wide open.
they at least
Finally,
made it look like it might be a B split, and then they can
defense
just head
coming
over
through.
towards A side.
Stack's going to tuck into elbow. Do have Buzz up top, but
Everyone hides from the
Spot,
fade eye,
spot.
apart from the person on heaven.
oh, the timing just a little bit off.
Very much confirmed. Just gonna be a bite for a paint
Unlucky.
shell there as C is looking for the lock-in, and yep, a bunch of players do get contained there over at main. Swing out from Buzz. They hear that TP forward. They're able to
That's
find
a,
Depp and
it's
Meteor.
a huge
Continuing to challenge
overextend.
these fights.
Oh,
Ends
that's
up
a
falling the
lovely shot,
wayside.
man.
Buzz
30 seconds left.
starting to heat up once again. Repositions backside. Spike now being brought forward through the vent. Stacks rotating off. But there's just no time.
It's a bit of a
Yeah,
pump
they're
fake, so they
trying to
have to
one
go
pass
A.
some fake over
It's
towards
only
B.
15 seconds
with
and
the low
Buzz
HP.
Looks like late to maybe register, might have been glimpsed.
10
I think this
Glimpsing up
nade, no matter
that
what, stops
mini-map.
the plant.
Either way, 7 seconds. They have to get the
Ooh,
spike planted. Buzz.
The Buzz
does
over
end up
peaks,
falling.
they can get a
They
plant.
can stick in for
Dude,
it. They'll have
imagine-
it planted.
imagine
Stacks
T1
through the
lose
smoke
this
for the
round.
blind one, but cannot deny this. 3v2 still in with a shout. Clues. Just getting tucked back into elbow alongside Shota. Both players going to be stacked up. Seems like T1 still relatively unawares. as to both players' positions. Takes Sylvan down to 50. A bit more damage now. Shota finding
No
Izu, trying to get the
way,
transfer, but
dude. All the ults that they want.
Still trusting in the team to be able to turn things around. As they push back onto a thrifty attempt. Meteor, the sheriff, looking for the headshot. He's able to find it. Step now on the floor. Solid opening kill. Clues still hovering nearby.
Smoke goes
Trying
in
to cover.
so they can retrieve the
Finds
gun.
the timing to be able to get that elimination, but Meteor,
Yeah, Meteor
does
picks
survive
it up.
down to 51. Clues will reposition.
They've been holding the B angle the whole time, waiting for some kind of
Towards
jumping.
the fight over at B. They're just kind of working the map a little bit, our Zeta. Taking their time. Old Meteor.
Okay, there goes the gun.
Caught completely out in the open there.
Buzz. Oh, well, the Bucky not going to be finding too much. Little bit of damage dealt. Will be forced to reposition. At the same time, though, Izu, it's just a classic. But he's picked a strong position
I mean,
to be
he's
in
got
to
the
try to
best
deal some
pose he could
damage. If
be.
they don't look to the right,
How does he play it?
maybe
And
he
what's
can
the
find
timing like?
some hefty value, but XDL
30
already
seconds
checking
left.
for it. Oh, Izu, this
Respect
time
XDL though.
on the trigger finger will end up.
He had his
Going
mates back
against
the
him.
whole time.
No damage, no kill found. Now his teammates down to a 3v4. Try to pull off this thrifty win.
God, they just look so smart today. That's just a great read from XDL.
And, you know, one's got a Bucky, so why play close? Don't play the corner.
Nice shot.
CL does end up getting punished, taking down Sylvan. Good for one, but it's not
Yeah,
going to
really,
be
really
good
nice,
for the
though.
next three. As off now,
But
been
I guess
confirmed, they forced
I
a
guess
reposition.
either World 4, if you can fully trust
Not
another head
allowed to
coach,
stick around.
kind of like a Weber,
angle.
Nilzinho
I mean, the
vibe.
thing is with these
And
ults
then
that
you
you
each have
yeah,
an
you don't
assistant, but
necessarily
in,
need
a,
to go to the other
in
side
like
of
a
the map.
normal
You
world, I
have
think
the
just like
dimensional drift, and you can
3
use
is
that to
probably
throw the Taeho and
so
the breach
fine
utility.
in terms of head coach
No.
to assistant
Okay,
coaches,
that's
like
one
head
way to
coach,
deal with that.
assistant coach, and then
That's all the gate crashes
analyst
now
just
down.
data scraping.
Catch a glimpse as well onto Sylvan. The other two players set up the TP in the back of sight. Sylvan, however, is there, ready for the punish. Rolling Thunder going to crash across. The Paranoia going to be sent out. Sylvan trying to go desperately for a reposition.
Who's the header of the
Gets
two
up alongside the
coaches?
box.
You
As
kind
Izu
of
now
do it map
leads the
based.
charge scouts forward,
Someone,
spawning out 3
you
players.
need to have someone that like works
The
well and
lion's
trusts
share
well.
of the team here is at Garage.
I think you would do it
Goes
map
down
based, to be
The
honest.
6 HP barely stays alive, so that Armageddon still
And
can
then you
come
take
into play.
control depending on the map.
Zeta likely going to need some kind of
The
advantage.
way I originally pitched it was to
Or he's
100
willing to pull
thieves.
the
Like,
trigger on it.
I don't know, I can't remember
Very
what,
surprised there.
where it was.
Just wouldn't use
I
his
said like
ultimate.
me and
Trying
Sean
to go for a
as
surprise TP play.
head coaches, and then we both have an assistant
T1
coach
not
each.
fooled at all. Now you've got
30
Yeah,
seconds
it was a
left.
couple of years
holding the
ago. Then.
line right outside of Mail.
Jiggle peek, catches sight there of Sugar Zero. Zeta Division now starting to scramble a bit, wondering what the best option is. 3v5, and there's just no time, so we'll just try to stay
10
put where they're
seconds
at.
left.
Hold on to the weapons. So T1
Sure.
breaking what has been a 5-round win
Let's,
streak.
Let's
from
just put
last
the
round of
Euro and
first
keep
half
it simple.
Up until this point.
Use that op in mid, but this is again.
But I
a
think
B
Sean
main
wanted out.
Setup. Here we go.
Like I think Sean wasn't in.
Dimensional drift going to be sent. Sylvan expecting some pressure his way, sends out that Paranoia. The stun does connect, spots out another one's the Armageddon as well. Going to be shoving Meteor back. Sylvan just trying to stay tucked in underneath that aftershock. Does get a decent amount of damage. XDL this time is going to be taken to 6, but cannot find the kill. He's still watching for a flank. Meteor frantically spamming out with that Phantom.
Welcome to
Connections
my
widely not
Damn,
going to
again.
be found.
Now this is hard.
Pit now raised up. Buzz still 2 away.
Does the
Having
Viper ult
showstopper
give them a
online,
little bit
doesn't
too
have
much
that critical ult
space?
to try
It
to flush
might.
somebody out. Meteor.
That's
Ooh,
unlucky.
shots right down below, but does not get the kill there.
Oh my
Over
goodness.
Will. Buzz falls.
Yeah, from
follows
the
Tracers,
Teva, that's
comes
cool
up with the
idea.
elimination. Dep going to be taken down.
Got Fade in
But
4
still,
seconds.
A 3v4 having to fight forward into the pit. The Shorty able to come over.
No way, no
He looks
way,
for
no
the
way.
kill, and
Oh
Izu,
my god, what's
he
going
somehow
on?
has it. Pit gets
Oh,
dropped, but
dude. It's happening inside the
Really
pit.
smart on the fly play there. Not just committing everything you have to that pit.
Lil, thank you so much for
Setting
the
up a
2
few
months.
extra angles
Sorry,
for it.
thanks so much for the 2 years, is what I meant to say.
Pressure.
Thank you,
Oh,
bro. I
now no
appreciate
off.
that.
Buzz blinded up, puts himself into the corner, stacks. Anticipating
Yeah,
the
I'm
aggression
not sure they
onto
can
the
go
site
for this
absolutely beautifully. Catches Sugar Zero off the
this
back of
TP
the
anymore.
TP. Same said for Dep.
Yeah.
T1 saying you're not going to get up to map point, not quite yet. Clues trying to go on a little bit of a walkabout down into
insanely
the vent,
close.
trying to escape.
Because money's still good for Zeta, but
They get
they're
read,
so far away from the
now. It's all
ults.
on Shota to see it.
And it's one of the reasons
from
that
being a
some of
flawless.
these rounds have looked so easy.
Meteor here on the opposite side of the wall. The push forward finds the timing. They will manage to make it happen.
It's just their fundamentals look way
this is
better.
gonna get really
their
close.
coordination looks way better.
You want to have so many
playing
ults
off
that
of each other much,
they kind of have to mess this up to
their
lose this one.
util looks really, really sharp with the kind of more meta stuff with the Teho and the Breach and the Yoru. So you really got to tip your cap. You know.
I mean, I like this from Zeta
time.
though. I think they were thinking the same thing as me, that they have to take
really,
over
really
towards
nice.
middle, and they were
have
at
some
least
big
looking like
ultimates
they
to
wanted to create
think
a
about.
heaven pressure to make it easier from middle. So
Nightfall.
I do like this, and now they can just go into whatever site they decide to split.
Some kind of weird post-plant situation, but just kind of worry about figuring out exactly where those big ultimates are. And last couple of rounds, it's been on A. It's been, you know, Stacks and Buzz.
Passive Viper over towards B. Surely the Yoru just takes TP now.
They invest the pit pretty late, so no. Okay, there you go. There's the TP. I was going to say, you
B's
got to shift a
unlocked,
little
got
bit
3
over.
pass and stack over towards A. As we've seen, it's been
spot
very
up
hard
here,
for
so
them
he
to
just
get
goes
over
for
towards the
timing
site, so
send
they
on
should be
this
going
Nightfall.
heavy A heaven.
Boombot not getting the
I
read
just
there
don't
in
think they can
Fen.
do this again.
But Buzz still so snappy. But on the approach, just instantly taken down. Showstopper going to be sent. It's a shallow one. Doesn't find the punish. Doesn't find the damage. And for the time being, Zeta Division going to be locked in position. They know if they go through the vent, there's that pit waiting for them. And we might have cast or cursed a little bit because now the time is running out. I mean, Stacks is thinking about going for the Nightfall, but as the time continues
but
to
I think
dwindle,
the money,
if he holds on
it
to
doesn't matter about the
this is
T1 money now.
boon
They
for
only
them
need to get 2 in a
in the
row.
future
T1's
rounds.
fine for money.
He knows that it's over. He knows they can't win. So ult is going to be retained.
The save is
now he'll
fine.
just forward into Fen, turns back Meteor.
Dude, imagine Meteor lost that. Trade goes in anyway. It's looking good.
As chaos ensues, but
looking real
Zeta
good.
Division walking away a little
Lil
bit less
_D_823 with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that.
Nice little
Thank you with the 10 gifted, man. Thank you. You got
in
gifted?
the garage.
You can at Lil and say thank you.
Waiting here on the angle. And Izu
Very
swings
nice.
right
Super
into the
patient.
crosshair. A solid punish.
Super
now
patient and
T1
just concentrating for the
scrambling
whole
against Zeta Division,
time.
very well poised to get themselves up to map point to extend this over to Haven. Sylvan.
Okay, 2v4 at its peak.
Not without some consequence, down to
When the
70
flash
HP.
goes in, Stacks.
In position here,
Oh,
gonna be
boy.
sending the Nightfall. Sends the C, swings, and it's gonna be good for one, but
Went for the
that's all he's able to
fatal.
find. Sylvan still
30 seconds left.
moseying
Fatal
on
and give
over
away your pause.
from that B site. Asked once again to clutch, this time not for an ace. Just for the 1v2. Smoke situated, drops down, the double swing around that right-hand side. And
Yeah,
it's
very
Sugar
nice.
Zero.
That's huge value for the side of Zeta. Doing a really nice job working this map. Meteor trying to get out of those salvos, does so.
But he kind of realizes
his
that
way into
he
his
got
own
the info
smoke
that they didn't push
safely.
over towards middle.
This is all just a
They feel like they've done
Bit of
fake
a
pressure
ruse
over
to try to
towards
pull a
middle and
bit of
actually create a
attention.
question mark. Prowler goes over towards
Meteor's
A, doesn't hit
really wanna
anyone.
lurk, though. Izu stuck behind, has to
TP,
TP
dude,
out
now
with the-
has
with the operator in
free
hand.
chance to go
Sylvan's gonna
back side.
refill that space. Oh, Meteor.
Yeah, he's gonna hear it now.
This time the flank.
Meteor.
Working a treat, sends out the bite to try to cover his rear, and that's his
Smoke went
2000th
down.
kill.
Smoke went down, cleared all the middle.
Congratulations to him, the kill leader here in Pacific. Now it's going to be 2001. How many more can he find? Looks like it's going to stop right there for the moment. Buzz,
saw
however,
him.
refilling that space. Try to find the punish to keep that spike isolated on the floor. Is unable to do so. Zeta looking like they're not going to be able to get it done to get to that map 3 quite
Stacks are
just
they're
yet.
running at one
T1
point.
persevering off the back of the heroics here from Meteor.
This Dep's gonna
was
literally
really
walk the whole
aggressive.
way.
After being
And
forced
he's
into
gonna
that
walk the
smoke
whole
on
way.
salvos,
They get a plan.
had a great read that they would just be abandoning that space. You know, because a lot of mid
I mean,
attention
Sugar
has
Zero
been
can
shown
go
by Zeta
join him
most
at
of the
one point with
rounds.
the ult if they really want to go for it.
Bit of a gamble and it pays off.
Last player standing.
Stack's gonna find Sugar Zero and
Okay.
Dep
Well,
trying to catch him in the back.
An opportunity
10
for a
seconds
punish.
left.
A A kill, a death, gets him the dimensional drift for the next round, and right now Stacks is not reading it at all. So Depp will be able to go ahead and find the ult with that elimination. Now hightails it down over towards safety.
Just absolutely unbelievable player. 2 times Masters winner. Pacific. Domination from him. Texture not too far behind in the kill count. Let's see what Gen G has in store. And this time, Depp's gonna maybe try that TP play in the ropes again. Oh my god.
Stacks sprinting away, dimensional drift, Depp hot on his heels.
He straight up split
Chasing
A
forward,
though.
seeking
2 people
some
here.
information. Is able to spot out 2. Exits over at elbow. Izu swinging the corner, jumps out, finds the kill, but not before Stacks is falling. Draws back out with the operator, puts down XDL, buzz out of heaven, finds Sugar Zero, and suddenly it's just Showtime.
Dude, Izu's been pretty solid.
And Spike stranded at main. It's T1. It's never really been easy for him, but they continue.
Guardians.
Ooh, didn't see.
Ooh, good jiggle.
Surely not.
For it. They're already in pretty deep though.
At least he just went for a pre-fire and didn't actually commit.
Away.
Sticks close, TP's out, the Omen Flash has gone to Narnia, bro. Where's that gone? To the moon.
Meteor has been felled, Sugar Zero. Finding the first is Sylvan, dancing around, offers up a bit of damage there. Buzz finds 2, Stacks. Getting another XCL, gonna be taken down. Now the 3v2. Push out of the smoke.
Ooh.
Sylvan eliminated. Who's able to find one? The Armageddon gonna be drawn out, but
Okay,
there's
nice
the cleanup.
handle,
A little bit of a similar start here. T1 anticipating some Sugar Zero pressure, but Sugar Zero learned his lesson after getting killed on that.
Okay, over towards A.
We
saw the drone go in, and
a little bit patient.
they spotted Meteor, and then you had salvos on top as well.
See what the execute looks like here. Some of the TP.
Zero held back for the moment on the wider swing out.
Ooh,
He's able to
dodge
find
that.
1. Paranoia, however, not connecting, and Buzz anticipating the
Big
push
Jill.
out from Ali.
Damn. CLZ won the
Comes out
duel
ahead and
from
finds 1
spawn
Stacks.
here as well.
Getting back a little bit, but down to 10 HP. Stuck here behind the box, back turn clues. Able to find the punishment Meteor.
It's a
out of
really,
heaven,
really
finding
important
1.
1v1. Here we
No
go.
real read on the position.
they've both
the
been
arrival
playing
here
well.
of XDL. Meteor, he's not flush
he's not
against
tucked
the box,
against the
and
thing.
his head is going to be spotted.
Yeah, not tucked
As
against the
XCL
box.
Cleans it up. Zeta
Dude, that's
get themselves the first round here at overtime. Map point once again in their hands.
that's a
Sugar
fumble.
Zero is going to be bought.
A late TP as well over towards
TP
A.
play, trying to set up off the back of the util, but
A over
nobody
towards
home.
A. Get stuck on the wall. I
Sylvan
don't know if
as
it's meant to
usual,
do that.
chilling on B back. And
Honestly, maybe. You're the
it's gonna be a bit
rotate, and
of
then
a
if they're coming
fact-finding
heaven,
mission
you can
for the
still
rest
go
of
heaven.
Zeta. Couldn't find one of those early picks, so off to the info game they go, and something they've been doing really well on this map, for the most part. Keeping track of all the kind of formations that T1 wants to set up, trying to hide the player, but I don't think
Yes, they're trying to hide the op. They don't know about it yet.
But it's really hard to say.
They're about
Yeah.
to find out.
Really peeking out. And Cruz, what is that? Challenge.
That kill.
Unreal.
God
Operator
damn.
now on the floor. Big force push.
Big Joel, dude, you have to get
Purchase
one.
coming
Holy
in.
hell, they're going
Stacks
to take
now
it.
gonna be taken
They've
down
actually
as
got
well.
the map.
Zeta
How do they
division.
lose this one? Buzz would have to do
5v3.
everything. EP to back his side.
Look to take
Ooh!
this.
What is
to a
going
third and
on?
final map, but
Everyone's
good
hitting
God,
some crazy
Buzz still
shots.
Snappy as all hell. Flash up over the top. Makes his
30
exit.
seconds left.
Narrowly escapes. Life intact. The rest of the team getting ready to push forward. Paint
Great
shells
nade.
into main to delay to try to soften him up, and Meteor
Whoa.
unable to find a damn thing as XCL comes away with 2. Sylvan, though, last one
Holy,
standing.
Zeta
Cannot
stole
make
the
it
map.
happen.
Nicely done, bro.